weeks have put in to make this
I feel great. Putting in all this work, it pays off in the end once you like, I guess the whole experience is kind of like worth it once you finish. And then tomorrow when we go to the event, it'll feel real to everybody because they'll see it like on the stage, like in front of the people performing and everything. So I'm Devin Davis. My classification is a junior and I'm a visual communications major. My initial idea for doing the mural, well, I didn't have one at first because we had the liaison for the State Museum to come. Okay. And she kind of gave us like the parameters for everything. So it was kind of like set beforehand. So my initial ideas were basically everything based off Art Deco, you know, the designs. And then Mr. Hughes came in with like an initial design for everybody, kind of based stuff off of, so I kind of piggybacked off of him. I love Mr. Hughes to death. You know, we couldn't do it without him. My ankles are burning from squatting and painting all the time, but other than that, yeah, everything went really well. The whole process is real familiar. Mr. Hughes is easy to work with, nice professor, and you know, everybody loves him. So like when you're trying to like bring all those ideas together, like with a whole bunch of other students, you kind of just, everybody basically piggybacks off each other. You know, you have like the main, I guess, frame for like whatever you're doing, and everybody kind of throws ideas, shoot stuff around, we adjust things, move stuff around, and it kind of works like that. It's a lot of adjusting. The work process, you gotta start from the foreground, well, no, background to the foreground. So you basically building everything up from like zero. So it's a lot of work. You gotta start, yeah, just building it up. Well, our initial idea was to get all the patterns in the background done first so that we wouldn't have to go back and redo anything. We just put everything on top of what we already have. But it didn't really work out that way starting off. We got there and then like the patterns, and we had to print stuff out. The printer wasn't working, so we kind of had to make adjustments here and there. So it kind of like, it's all over the place, but we work as we go. This is our first time participating, so I actually think just us participating, period, kind of like sets a new stage for like our school to be able to participate in things like this too. And then we get to bring our own flavor into like the Harlem Renaissance and all that, being that we're from an HBCU, it kind of all ties in together.
I hope that part of the mural would share a perspective from African American artists and the creative period of the Harlem Renaissance and what we as a community have given, you know, from that period, and also what we are giving even in current times. My name is Kiara Sanders and I'm a senior. Central's contribution would be the African American experience creatively. There's a part in the mural where there is twine holding up a certain image. Yeah, it's twine holding up the images of the Cotton Club sign, I believe. That twine actually is a reference to lynching. So even though the painting itself does not appear to have any dark mood or feeling to it, the twine is there to remind us that that's still a time where people were persecuted and attacked and killed even.
It looks good. Walking down the staircase, seeing the mural for the first time, you know, it's shocking, like actually seeing it hanging up with the lights and everything up there, like in the atmosphere of what it was meant for, so it's a good thing. Performances, you know, everything's based around 1920s, 1930s, so everything kind of works out. It all fits the theme of the event. I haven't seen anybody comment on the mural, but I have seen people like taking pictures of it and whatnot and like gawking a little bit, so I would like to bring, I guess, what we've done now, but just in a bigger, I guess something bigger than what we're doing now. Something bigger, and we can actually participate in some of the events going on. We can have like a booth or something set up and kind of participate with some of the students walking around. Instead of just having like the mural for them to look at, we'll be actually like interacting. Thanks for everybody, you know, who worked with it. I appreciate all the help I got. Yeah, it was a good time.